y'all, it's me, Kevvie. Now that I'm on BookTube, I really want to tell y'all about the LeftRight Game. Written by Jack Anderson, the LeftRight Game was originally published serially on the nosleep subreddit. Nosleep is a place where authors can publish their short horror stories and series. It has strict guidelines that dictate what kind of story can or cannot be published there. All content has to be treated as if it were real, as if the narrator actually experienced all of this firsthand. The LeftRight Game has a little bit of a workaround of that. Most of the story is composed of transcripts written by Alice, but being shared by her friend Tom. Alice is a journalist who has gone missing, and after Tom receives an email containing the transcripts from her last assignment, he suspects something sinister may have happened to her, and begins his own hunt to find her. The world of the LeftRight Game is built around this titular urban legend. To play, you just hop in your car and take the first left turn. Then you take the very next right turn you see, and then the immediate next left turn, and so on and so on. If you manage to play the game for enough turns, you will reach a tunnel, and when you pass through the tunnel, you will find yourself in a world much like ours, but in significant ways very different. For one thing, the road is thought to be sentient and actively tries to trick or trap people who travel upon it. Before the tunnel, if you make a wrong turn or decide to stop playing, no problem. But if you've made a wrong turn after you've gone through the tunnel, you will die. The story of the LeftRight Game centers Alice, a journalist who has been given the assignment to do a fluff piece about this adventurer named Rob, and tag along with him to play the LeftRight Game. When she gets there, she finds that it's not just her and Rob that are going, but an entire caravan. 8 supernatural and paranormal enthusiasts are going to follow Rob into the game. But no matter how grave his warnings are, they don't realize the gravity of the danger they're in until they're on the other side. They plan to follow him all the way to the end of the road, but who knows how long this road really is. My favorite thing about this story is the world beyond the tunnel. It's such a fascinating place. I won't give any major spoilers about what's over there, but some of the earlier encounters include a talkative hitchhiker and a small town called Jubilation. The road they travel on is expansive and traverses through so many different biomes, each with their own charms and their own traps. Everything on this road wants to kill you, so you better not mess up, not even once. In addition to this fascinating setting, the real charm of this story comes from the characters. I've grown so attached to these characters over the years, I can't even choose a favorite. I love Eve and Lilith, who run a YouTube channel exploring the supernatural. Like Alice, they've brought their own recording equipment, so they're her closest companions while investigating the road. Bonnie and Clyde are sweet elderly siblings, looking for adventures and fun in their retirement. Rob is an intriguing character. His past is full of accomplishments, but he also has many secrets, and seems to know a lot more about the road than he's letting on. Even Tom, the devoted friend trying to figure out what happened to Alice, is a great character, and he adds a lot to the narrative. The LeftRight Game has recently been turned into a podcast. This thing is incredible. It's not like an audiobook where they are just reading the text of the story aloud. It's more like listening to a TV show with an entire cast, sound effects, the whole works. If this form of storytelling is more accessible to you, then I definitely recommend it as an introduction to the LeftRight Game. Reading isn't for everybody, especially things as long as a novel. So the podcast is a great way to experience the story without losing much. And the cast of this production is phenomenal. Alice is played by Tessa Thompson. The Tessa Thompson. I know her from Dear White People, but she's also part of the MCU as Valkyrie. Another name that stood out to me is Colleen Camp. For all you mystery lovers out there, Colleen Camp played Yvette in the movie Clue. In the LeftRight Game, Colleen plays Blue Jay, the supernatural skeptic. It's a great role, and she really is a powerhouse in this adaptation. A LeftRight Game TV series is also in the works over at Amazon Prime. Tessa Thompson is executive producer, and Jack Anderson is at the helm to write it. There's not been many updates since it was first announced last April, so there's no knowing when it's coming out, but I really hope it's soon. In the meantime, the LeftRight Game is available to enjoy in text and audio formats. I will link both the original Reddit publication as well as the podcast down in the description below. Let me know in the comments if you plan on checking it out. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if it pleases and sparkles, I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!